Kushti. Come on, you lazy sods, where the hell are you? Evening, my friend. How are we doing? Ah, that's it. 7 people. Excellent. Better than 0. Yeah, I just thought I'd have a break from me Top Gear binge. Currently watching the Botswana one where Hammond gets the Opal Cadet, I think it is, called Oliver. Fucking love that one. It goes sinking and he screams, Oliver, right? Yeah, fantastic showing. Evening, William. Evening, guys. Evening, Gaz. How are we all diddling? Oh, sounds a pound, RAC. Can't complain. Can't smile wide enough, me. I'm white, I'm English, and I'm living in the UK. What's not to smile about? Oh, I'll tell you what, guys, right? This afternoon, popped into Morrison's for some lunch, and they had these crisps. Oh my good God, they were fucking orgasmic. They were... It's one of these punts. I can't be doing with this shit with crisps at the modern times. Scottish cheddar and caramelised onions. I don't want any of that shit. I just want a packet of cheese and onion crisps. You always get these crisps, these poncy crisps. They can't just be an ordinary flavour. It has to be roast beef with essence of goat relish and essences of badger or something fucking crazy put in there. Just give me a bag of crisps. I don't give a shit about all these added extras that they always keep putting into things. Same with pub menus as well. You go into some pub now, you don't just get steak and ale pie and chips anymore. You get lashings of pesto or some other fucking weird shit on there. Give over with that crap. Give me English food. I don't care about the bells and whistles. Really gets on my nerves. Hello, Rob. How are we doing, son? Evening. But yeah, it's always got to be a bag of crisps for me, guys. Not a massive fan of sweet shit, even though I am a diabetic, a bad diabetic at that. But yeah, if someone offered me a ton of crisps or, I don't know, a kilogram of cheesecake or something, I'd always go for the crisps. I am quite partial to cheesecake. There's just one bakery close to me that does this like homemade cheesecake. It's like a Rolo cheesecake. It's like it's really thick cheesecake and it has like Rolos on top and it comes with like this spreadable like toffee drizzling stuff. Oh my God, that is so nice. Really, really nice. But other than that, I could take or leave sweet stuff. I don't even put sweet stuff in my tea. I have them little sweetener things, them little tablet things. I have about 4 or 5 of them, but nevertheless, I don't tend to take to sugar very well. It's always savoury over sweet. You know, I've been told what a woman is. What is a woman? Please do enlighten me, because in this day and age, I have no idea. Some women have penises, some women don't have penises, but they have testicles. Some women don't have either. They just have like a Ken doll thing with nothing there at all. I don't know. I'll leave it for better minds than me what a woman is. Cheesecake for me, or tea to eat shit. It's crisps. Get yourself some falsies, mate. Although I am told by people without any teeth that false teeth are not as good as they say they are. So a lot of people are going for implants now, but it costs thousands of pounds, don't it? People go to Turkey, don't they, and get these implants in, and then they come back when they got gangrene in the fucking gums, and they wonder why, letting these unsanitary people do cosmetic procedures to people. No wonder they come back and half of their fucking tits are falling off, or one of the balls are hanging off, or something crazy like that. No idea why people get these things done to them. Implants I can sort of take to if you don't have any gnashes and you don't want to put a pallet of plastic in your mouth. Yeah, I can sort of understand that. But going to Turkey for other things, hair transplant and God knows what, nah. I'd much rather stay bald, to be honest. It's a sign of male virility, apparently. Well, so I'm told anyway. Probably just to make bald people feel better. Bald people feel better, even. What is it, the Supreme Court? Who clarified it, Moose? No idea what you're on about there, William. Bal, how did Arsenal get on tonight? I haven't even checked. Did you get past Real Madrid? You're very happy tonight, yeah. It seems you have done. So you got PSG in semi-finals, I assume, yeah? That'll be a tough fucking game, that will. Mind you, saying that Aston Villa did fucking awesome last night. Well deserved to go through, if you ask me. I'm not just being biased just because I'm English, but Aston Villa gave them a right spanking. Unai Emery, I've got a really little soft spot for that guy. Good manager. You got teeth again from an implant, we'll hit another level. Yeah, that's coming, mate. It will be. We can... apparently we can implant wombs now. There's a woman not so long back in the press who gave birth to a baby from an implanted womb. I asked in the comments, obviously, whether it was one of like a real woman or one of these Frankenstein women. I got shot down in flames. Fucking hell, I had death threats and God knows what coming left, right, and centre, transphobe and all this other stuff. But it was a valid question, particularly in the day and age that we are living in now. You never know, do you? What do I do for a living? I'd personally rather not say. I don't want someone finding out where I work and then making trouble for me. I work with computers. I'll just put it at that. Are you married? No, I may as well be. I've been with my missus for about 14 years now, so yeah, more or less. We're engaged. We've been engaged for about 10 years, so yeah, we just never got around to doing it. For one, the money, and for two, what's the point? It's just a piece of signed paper, so yeah, we'll just keep it the way it is, really. Thoughts on Douglas Murray? Need a bit more context, RAC. What's he been up to? What's he been saying? ODSHR may say something different. Bunch of C's. Yeah, I know what the C word stands for. Stella go for it. Yeah, that's the point, actually. I can remember in my youth, Stella, as far as I can remember, used to be 5.1%. And all of a sudden, yeah, you're quite right. It's 4.8. And whatever happened to 24 packs of beer? You can't find them anywhere unless you go to a wholesaler. You can't go to Bargain Booze or Morrison's or Asda and find a deck of 24 beers. It's always 18 or 15 or 12 or 10 packs. What happened to the 24 beers? What's the 6 beers going to achieve? Is it going to cut down alcoholism? Or is it bowls? Never understood that either. The intrinsic power of the Anglo-Celts race will never be extinguished. Ultimately, they will be victorious. This is inevitable. I do hope you're correct, Tom. I do like your bright outlookness for what we have in store for us in this country. Me, on the other hand, I'm very sceptical. I think we're going down like a sinking ship. And yeah, I'm not seeing any way back up, to be honest. Can you see Labour listing the something years? It's gone. So, sorry, guys, the comments go too quick. I'm sure put it on slow-mo or something. They have it on Twitch. I'm assuming they have it on here. I remember Special Brew used to be 10% now under night. Oh, God, Special Brew. I had a can of that as well in my youth. And Tennant Super. God, that stuff tasted like tar. Very, very nasty. How people can drink that for fun, I don't know. Stick to my regular beers. That'll do for me. I was on about his interview on Joe Rogan, if you have seen it. No, RAC, I have not seen it, unfortunately. I've been watching a couple of interviews on YouTube this afternoon from Andrew Gold, but that's about it. I will check it out, though, if you say I should. Great attitude. Are you a Zionist? Oh, good God. I've had so many names thrown at me over the last few days. I've been called a socialist, amazingly. Fuck knows where the hell that came from. I get called Zionist more times than I can remember, simply because I'm not anti-Semitic. No, I'm not. I am racist on some levels, yeah. I don't like Muslims, I don't like other people. But, yeah, I've got no problem with Jews. They've not done anything to me. They don't go around raping children, so yeah, maybe I am a Zionist, I don't know. I even got called, what was it the other day? I got called a anarchist. I think that's what it was. I'm not quite sure what even that is. I thought it was something from the 80s, from the punk era, but hey, that's what it is. I am a right-wing conservative with a small c. I suppose that you can call me far-right conservative if you please, but I am not a socialist, and maybe I am a Zionist. Who the fuck knows? Labels, bullshit. Carlsberg expert hopefully gone to 4.8. Can't be doing with Carlsberg. It tastes like Danish piss. Remember the old Diamond White? Yes, Diamond White, Frosty Jack, Hooch. Was it Thunderbird? That was another one. MD 5050, whatever you call it. MD something. That was a fucking nasty one as well. I got drunk on that. The orange one, I spewed bright orange vomit for about 3 or 4 hours. That was awful. Been watching Top Gear? Yes, I have, my friend. I thought I'd jump on and see how you guys are. Give myself a quick half hour. Can you see Labour lasting 5 years? Yes, I can. I can't see Keir Starmer or Angela Rayner relinquishing power that easy. I think they'll cling on, much like Rishi Sunak did during the last term, for as long as they possibly can. Yes, I can see them lasting 5 years, unless something drastic happens, like some kind of mass demonstration or public outcry, then yeah, they're going to hang on until 2029, believe me. Been watching Inglourious Bastards for the umpteenth time. Great movie. Anyone else practicing their swing? Maybe not against Germans though. Against some people else, yeah. But yeah, Germans get a pass. They get figuring for the war for me. A long time ago, patriotic people, not much of a sense of humour, but nice people all the same, and they know how to have a drink. I can only seem to be removed by force, to be honest, probably by the end of the year. What's your name? Asperger's 420. What a quality name. Yeah, I hope you're right, mate. I just can't see it. Two people are too set in their ways to take to the streets. I said this on my last stream. People in Britain are not that way inclined. We tend to sit there, take it with a smile on our faces until eventually we do hit the end of our tethers. But yeah, I can't see us being the French going out and protesting on the streets in our thousands. It just doesn't happen in this country, sadly, so they can get away with a lot of fucking blue murder. Get the October 7th style thing. Kick off this summer. I fucking hope not, mate. But it is on the cards. We are due something catastrophic from the Islamic persuasion. Can't remember the last time we had one. Would have been the stabbings on Westminster Bridge or the murder of David Amos, which one it was. Yeah, we are due one. I dread to think what's going to happen in the next one. We had obviously Axel Rudiger-Bana, who wasn't a terrorist. He didn't have terrorist material in his bedroom. He was a Welsh choir boy and a jolly good bloke who, of course, went out and murdered some children. But that wasn't a terrorist attack, that was just mental instability, as we all know, paranoia and God knows what. Speaking of which, guys, I want to talk to you quickly about that thing that I put in my community tab earlier today. The local man, the paranoid local man, who tried to sever his wife's head simply because he thought she was seeing another man. Was he a psychopathic killer? No. He was a paranoid local man. Of course he was. Because his skin wasn't white. If it was me that did that to my missus upstairs because I thought she was cheating on me, I'd be labelled God knows what. A Zionist, maybe. A socialist. Stop the boats, empty the hotels, send them back home. Yes, I couldn't agree more. Welsh choir boy again. Yeah, I know. It's still sticking. People still stipulate that he is a pillar of the community, a lovely child, and he was just misled, apparently. No, he knew exactly what he was doing. I've seen the reports from outside the media. He was obsessed with genocide, he was obsessed with mass murder, he was obsessed with the Holocaust and the genocide in Rwanda. All this stuff all accumulated into what happened in Southport. And prevent, the organisation is supposed to prevent mass killings and try and keep us safe. They just let it go under the carpet, probably for racist reasons. We will never know, probably. Elastic bands only stretch so far before they snap. I assume that's a euphemism to the people of this country. Again, I'm sceptical. We get pushed a lot, very, very far with no consequence. No one says anything hardly. No one hits the streets yet again. We are not French. I do wish we do take a leaf out of the French's book at times, but we just don't. Years and years, decades, we have been like that. We are very reserved people. So was his parents just asked Starmer? Yeah, good point. And sorry, I have trouble seeing the fucking names on this chat. My eyes are shot to shit. His father was complicit in the Rwanda genocide, the general. Yeah, that's what I heard as well. That's where it's all come down from. Apparently, he had a chance to stop him going to that taxi as well, going to Southport, but apparently just let him breeze through. And God knows who accepted the knife at the door at the time. Government were trying to blame Amazon for it instead of the parents. Yeah, it's all topsy-turvy, this bullshit. If you've got a different coloured skin, you are not what you perceive to be. Every time Starmer's lips move, another lie is born. Absolutely correct, Alan. Couldn't agree more, my friend. Politicians are all the same. Don't matter where they are, whether on the right. Well, the right. We don't have any right-wing politicians anymore. Whether you're on the right wing of the fence or the left wing of the fence, all the politicians are fucking liars. Compulsive liars. And any psychiatrist will tell you a compulsive liar goes down the side of a psychopath. Not bothered about people's feelings, no empathy, no sympathy. I suppose I'm a psychopath in some respects, because I have no empathy or sympathy for people who come into this country legally or illegally. I have none whatsoever. And just make a cup of tea and talk about the weather. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Moose. Can't read your first name. A swift cup of tea, a quick moan at your neighbours, and that's as far as we go. That's why we get shat on from such a great height. So the courts are saying women have minges again. Well, that's fucking news to me. Where did this come from? I must have missed that one. As far as I know, a woman could have anything, whatever she wants in between her legs. Can't believe how this country is treating Tommy Robinson. I'm fuming. Free Tommy Robinson. Yeah. Even if you're a backer of Tom Robinson, you get fucking grief now from all sides. The left wing call you a Nazi and a bigot. The right wing call you a Zionist and something else. I can't remember the other name that they tend to tell you. You're not safe backing anybody in this day and age. You get it from fucking both sides. I don't mind Tommy Robinson. He's just not right wing enough for me. He, like I've said to you many times, he's a centrist. He has very much centrist views. I have right to far right views. I don't think people should be in this country from a certain demographic, and yeah, I think we should be a racially pure nation. But yeah, that'll make me a neo-Nazi, obviously, even though, yeah, a lot of people do share my views. Gender fluid comes out of Bellens, yeah. Supreme Court ruling today, the Trump effect kicking in. I do hope so, William. I really do. Like the old adage goes that I heard from Matt Goodwin. This is an old turn of phrase, but when America sneezes, Europe catches a cold. I do hope that does turn out to be true, particularly in Trump's administration. And hopefully he can hand it over to JD Vance in 5 years' time, and he can carry on carrying the baton. Needs to end all this wokeness, the trans ideology. Everything that's gone wrong over the last 15 to 20 years has to be put a stop to, because once America does it, the rest of Europe will eventually follow. It takes time, but we will eventually follow suit, as we always do. That's where wokeness came from initially, America. It trickled down to here, this Black Lives Matter bullshit. Some criminal over in America dies from a fentanyl overdose, and all of a sudden Bristol starts burning. What the fuck have we got to do with some criminal over in America? I have no idea. It was batshit bonkers. And you know what, right, guys? When Liverpool played West Ham last weekend, we did a Hillsborough silence. And after the Hillsborough silence was done, they all took the knee. Why are people still doing this? Everyone and their mother knows what Black Lives Matter was all about. A Marxist organisation that was hell-bent on stealing money through a dead criminal. And they still take the knee. That's what really winds me up about supporting Liverpool. The woke mind virus is infected into that terraces. I tell you now, really winds me up. When it was at the height of this thing, of all footballers taking a knee, I used to wait about 5-10 minutes after kick-off to tune in, simply so I don't have to see it, to save my blood pressure. I stopped watching football when they started doing that. Yeah, I did initially, but then stupidly I started missing it. I was missing things to fill up my time, my free time, so I started tuning back in, and yeah, it's just the way I am. But I don't want to see that anymore. It's done with. It's so done with. Everything about Black Lives Matter should be just scrubbed, particularly from our culture. I mean, Christ on the back again, what the fuck have we got to do with Black Lives Matter? How many blacks die at the hands of a drug overdose or police brutality, as the Americans like to fucking portray it? I've seen numerous videos through the years. He said he can't breathe even before Derek Chauvin got hold of him. It was a fentanyl overdose. He stuck it in his mouth and he swallowed it. And that's it. He died. He had heart disease. He had clogged arteries. He wasn't a very well man. He killed himself. And I'm not ashamed to say it. I don't give a shit. Making a martyr of a criminal is fucking insane, if you ask me. You only had one day for Pride. The US made it a month. Now we go. I didn't know that, Rob. I thought it was always a month as far as I knew. Yeah, like I say, everything trickles down from America. Everything negative that we have absorbed came from the United States initially. Why can't we just follow in our own footsteps? Why do we have to take everything from America? Chewing gum, denim, everything that came from America. Mind you, denim's not too bad. I do enjoy a pair of jeans, but nevertheless, excuse me, guys, we always have to incorporate everything from a foreign land. Gets on my tits. Really does. I stopped going to the footy when the knee bending started. I won't last 5 minutes in the footy ground now. Yep, very true, William. I said in my last stream, I've been to Anfield a couple of times, and the things I hear on the terraces, it makes my teeth itch. It really does. Saying about voting for Corbyn at the time, last time when they had a big banner of Jeremy Corbyn on the front of the Kop. Made me feel absolutely sick. But obviously, I tend to go on my own. None of my kids like football, unfortunately, so I go on my own. I can't very well voice an opinion on myself in a terrace full of socialists, so yeah, I haven't been since then. But yeah, I've been supporting them for 30 years. I can't move on now. Football is the greatest distraction of the planet. If we could all get together like that and fight back, we may have something to fight for here in the UK. I can't stand football. There are a couple of fans that I do have a lot of time for, within regards to political views. Chelsea fans have it right, Millwall fans have it right, and a couple of other Southern fans do have it right, but 9 times out of 10, Northwestern fans are quite socialist and quite left-wing. Newcastle fans, I think, are quite based. I think they all voted for Brexit up in the northeast. So, yeah, there is hope for some sections of fans, but not all of them, sadly. Yank social society is like McDonald's. The vast majority of American TV, yeah, pretty much. Paperclip people infested USA after World War II. Small ass optional. Yeah, I'm not going to comment on that. No. So yeah, guys, got a question for you. Let's just say, hypothetically, Angela Rayner and Keir Starmer were to do whatever you say. What would they have to do to make you vote for them in the next general election? 2, 3 specific things. What would it take for you to put a cross in the Labour box? Top themselves. Yeah, that's a fair answer, that, mate. I can't really deny that. Very good. Russia is trying to save us from the con job by doing Ukraine. Yeah, I've got nothing against Russia. I've got nothing against Vladimir Putin. I really haven't. I don't mind admitting that either. Get rid of the religion of peace. So, Stuart, if Angela Rayner and Keir Starmer completely blocked Islam from this country, got rid of every single Muslim in this country, you would vote for Labour. Is that what you're saying to me? If they got the armour at the border and send them back. Go to the Ukraine front line. Yeah, that'll sort them out. Separate the wheat from the chaff. Have you got all night? No, Rob, I don't have all night. I've got about another 10 minutes because my missus is banging on the ceiling. I think I'm talking too loud. I'd still fought for someone else, but I'd appreciate the sentiment. Fair dues. There is nothing they could do for me to support them. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the general consensus. Stephen, no matter what they do, I think they're generally hated universally and nationally. People in America can't even stand Keir Starmer, and he's not even in charge of them. A couple of my subs from America said how much they can't stand Keir Starmer. So yeah, it's a pretty much general consensus that he's a wanker that nobody likes. Probably his own children don't even like him. We have a channel tunnel. Let's use it to send them in short march. Yeah, France won't do it though, and neither will Keir Starmer. I did read in the press earlier today, guys, if someone's read it more than I did, it was just a fleeting the headline that I saw. Apparently, we are trying to make a deal with France now to exchange the boat people for France's asylum seekers. Is that right? It was a headline from, I think it was the Express or the Daily Mail, one of the two, over on X. Is that correct? I don't know. Flood the channel. I'd napalm the channel personally. Never ever voting Labour. Yep, same here, T. I voted Labour back in 1997. Stupidly, I voted for Tony Blair. I was taken in by his charisma and his charm at the time. I think I was only about 19, 20, I think I was. And I did vote for Labour. My one and only time. Once bitten, twice shy, as they say. Never again. But yeah, that's what I read earlier today, guys. I did hear something about us making some sort of deal with the French yet again. I mean, they've had millions of pounds of our fucking money to try and stop the boats. And they send a couple of old Bill down to the beach to stab the dinghies in front of the cameras. I mean, the cameras have to be there, don't they? But other than that, the police officers, the French variation of the border force, they just spend all the time and all the money that we send them drinking Kronenberg in bars and getting pissed up, basically, from the videos that were released a couple of years ago when Priti Patel struck up this deal with Macron. But you see, I can't really blame the French government. I don't want them in my country. If everyone was scrambling to get out of this country and float over to France, would you kick up a massive stink? Would you kick up a massive stink about that happening? Would you want to put a stop to it? No, we wouldn't. We would gladly wave them off with a little white hanky. Bye-bye. Don't fucking come back. I don't see why the French can't act the same. I can completely sympathise with them. Doesn't make it right. Of course it doesn't. But why would they want to keep hold of people like that? Rapists, paedophiles, terrorists. It's just asking for trouble. We send them illegal, they send us illegal. Is that what it is, Stephen? Yeah, I thought it was something like that. We send them back the boat people, and they send us people who have been processed in France and apparently are safe for the community. I'm sorry, I don't trust French authorities to deem someone safe to walk our streets. I don't even trust our own set of assessments. I mean, do you really trust the word of people in Whitehall, these leftist civil servants, to deem someone safe to go around your kids' schools and loiter around the place? No, I don't at all. Needs to be a massive overhaul. Get rid of all the fucking chaff, all the lefties that are processing these arseholes, and replace them with people who are going to do their due diligence and dig deep into these people's pasts. Don't matter if they've got fucking documentation or passports or not. Dig deep enough, you'll find out who these people are. Has anyone asked where all the old dinghies go? Some of these, so they asked at £3,000 a time. The ones that come over are put in like a massive warehouse. I've seen the pictures of one from GB News about a year or two ago. Massive, stacked high they are. Loads and loads of dinghies. The people smugglers obviously pay for them. But there's got to be some French company somewhere that has to be making them and providing them. So it does go through the French authorities at some point. But as like I say, nothing's going to get done. They want rid of these people as much as we want rid of them. So yeah, they're not exactly going to go put a stop to it, no matter how many euros we throw at the problem. Why do my comments seem to be disappearing? RAC, everyone you've put up to now, I've seen, mate, so I'm not too sure. I'm not deleting them, I can assure you. Say what you want on my streams, guys. Things will probably end up at cash converters. Yeah, probably swapping them for PlayStations and Xboxes. Or diamond rings and jewellery that they're taking off the wives that they're abandoning. Yeah, Asperger's is probably right. If you put in something a bit too choice, yeah, they will get automatically deleted, I think. But yeah, rest assured, it's not me taking them away, buddy. Andrew Bridgen actually believes some of these boats were being reused. Yeah, I've heard of that as well. They are being sent back to France and then sent back again. I have actually heard that over on X a couple of times in the past. Why would they stockpile them in the warehouse? Surely they're being reused. Yeah, that's a very fair point, William, but they are doing. I've seen the pictures. There's fucking hordes of them. Why not just burst them, burn them, or recycle them, or whatever the fuck they're going to do with them? Why the hell are they storing them? That's an excellent question. 100% sold back to the French. Yeah, probably clawing back the, what was it, 56 million I think we pay for them, or 156 million to try and stop them. Priti Patel threw at them. What a fucking waste of money that was. Why keep them? Yeah, exactly. I've no idea, my friend. Chased one at King's Park in Glasgow last week. He was videoing, taping the kids. You are joking, are you? Christ on the... But how the fuck did he manage to make his way all up to Scotland? I thought they were all down south somewhere. Oh, they're sort of like navigating Dover and going up that way, maybe? I don't know. That's the thing I want to ask for the Scots in the chat. Why do you guys keep voting for the SNP? I know a lot of you don't like the English, and I can quite understand that. But the SNP are dragging Scotland into the fucking ground. Why do you keep putting them in? Vote for Labour, at least. If you want right-wingers in, if you want left-wingers in there, even, excuse me. I can never understand why the Scots keep doing that to themselves. Happy to have caught your live stream. Hope you're well. I am very good, my friend. Thank you. Thoughts on the rise of Christianity on the rise in the UK and Europe? Anglo-Saxon gene is starting to surface. I do hope so, Wayne. I really do. I have heard a couple of murmurs about Christianity and church attendance is on the rise, which is nothing but a good thing, of course. But it's only whispers. I've not really heard anything concrete yet. I've even been to ask Father Calvin Robinson about this, and he hasn't heard anything concrete either, but he is saying that they are on the rise just a couple of percent, which is, yeah, of course, that's a good thing. We are a Christian nation. We are built on Christian values, and the more people that embrace that, the more difficult it is going to be to erode that from the country, which people have been trying to do for quite a few years now, trying to replace it with Islam, for example. I was in Perth a couple of years ago, hardly a white face to be seen. That's a crying shame. I would have thought the Australians of all people would have kicked up a bit of a stink. Perth is in Australia, isn't it? It's not New Zealand. Perth is in Australia. I'm sure Perth is in Australia. No, Glasgow is full of them. Yet again, vote someone else. Vote Reform. Even get Reform in to sort Scotland out. Stop voting SNP. They are looking to destroy Scotland and bring it down to its fucking knees. Jesus Christ. Nicola Sturgeon, the shit she did to your country was insurmountable. I would have been fucking furious. Make churches great again. They'll be the only place the like-minded Christians to meet and discuss. Yeah, until they're all turned into mosques eventually, when people stop going. That's why people need to start going all the time. There's a local church just near where I live. They very kindly let my band jam there. they have seen a rise in people attending. Same with 2 or 3 cathedrals in town. Well, Wayne, if that's the case, bloody jolly good luck to them. That's fantastic news. I'm really pleased to hear that. Perfect in Scotland, Daniel. Oh my fucking life, what a dickhead. Perth is in Scotland, of course it is. Oh my god. Yeah, please do excuse me for that fucking clinical error. Oh my god. Oh, Christ on a bike. Oh, I'll tell you something, guys. For you wet shavers out there, I know I'm going right off topic here, going all over the place tonight. For you wet shavers out there, guys, who use a razor, might I recommend a Bulldog razor? I've recently just got one for my head, and it's the closest shave I think I have ever had. Quite cheap razor, it's about £6-7. It's got like a bamboo shoot handle. Really close shaves. I do recommend them highly. The blades are about, I think it's about £8, I think, for about 5 of them. Much cheaper than Gillette or Wilkinson Sword. So yeah, if you are a wet shaver, do check them out, gents. That close, I even cut my head earlier today. My son came in earlier today and said, "You've got a gash on the back of your head." I was like, "Well, have I?" Yeah, there's like a slice on the back of my head. Guy Chase was caught after several weeks. He had been in parks all over Glasgow videoing kids. Cops were called. They took him away for his own safety. Yeah, not the children's safety. It's for his safety. When the parents get a hold of this cunt and give him a fucking jolly good rollicking like he should be doing. It's the same old tale of war. Scotland, England, probably Wales, Northern Ireland. Take them away for their own safety. Fuck the kids, fuck the parents, fuck the public. All for the fucking immigrants, as always. Gary, there's one. Message restricted, whatever you just put there. That wasn't me, that was YouTube. Been a long time since I had a gash on my head. I think I know what you mean by that, if we're going down the dirty path. Yeah, 2029 is far too late. By 2030, we will own nothing and be happy. I already just about own nothing. Roof over my head, just about. What I'm talking to you on is just about mine. Oh, yeah. Definitely feeling the pinch with the energy bills and God knows what else. The outgoings of this house is fucking astronomical. The amount of hours I have to work now to keep things even base level is, yeah, it's tough going, guys. Politics is the problem. I don't need government to tell me how to wipe my own ass. Yeah, of course you don't, William, but they'll continue to keep telling you it. Because they think it's best. They know what's best for you. They know what's best for your children. Bollocks. No, not you, Bal. A guy called Gary. In a blue t-shirt, I think it is. There he is. I mentioned the blades. Yeah. About Gillette and trying to look for an alternative. Guess they never liked it. Yeah. If you mention blades, knives, anything like that, yeah, you'll get nuked. I just thought I'd tell you your comment was nuked there. What time are we on? It's 11:45. Yeah, I better call time, guys. I need to get to bed. I've got an early start tomorrow. I just thought I'd pop on, see how you're all doing, have a quick chat with you all, and yeah, see how everything's going. My wife is Japanese. We have 2 beautiful Japanese-born daughters. She had to jump through all sorts of hoops to stay for a long length of time, which is fine. Yeah, illegals get it all. Yeah, exactly. I've got no problem with Japanese coming over and Koreans, that kind of a thing, because I know they're going to be safe around my children, and I know they're going to be safe around the general public. You don't see Japanese or Koreans trying to chop someone's head off or go out someone with a machete or a samurai sword, do you? So yeah, got no problems with that. In moderation, of course. I don't want them pouring in, But yeah, I've got no problem walking past a Japanese or a Korean or a Chinese, anything like that. So yeah, my hat tip to them. Anyway, guys, yeah, stop me waffling. Need to get myself to bed, finish this beer, and then yeah, early start tomorrow. Got to be up at 5. Ugh. Pay the bills. Pay Keir Starmer's fucking hiking tax, just as probably you guys do as well. Anyway, thanks a lot for joining me, guys. I really do appreciate it. It's lovely to hear from you all, as always. I do appreciate your comments, your amusing comments, some of them. And yeah, I'll see you all in a bit. Cheers. Love to you all.